Hey Jordan, it's Otis. Listen, I'm so sorry I couldn't be here tonight, and I hope you'll accept this video as the next best thing. And Jess, a little trigger warning. This does contain some inappropriate imagery and language. I say it's juvenile at its most benign and grotesque at its worst. And I really wanted to let you know that I tried to do it without these things, but it just fell flat. I mean, this is Jordan we're talking about, however, and I hope you'd understand. And now, can I present to you Jordan's ancestors? Jordan spent that fine morning feeding his chickens and basking in the warm April sun. It had been a long winter of contemplation, yoga, and Chengdu taste. A thought came over Jordan that morning. He thought about his ancestors. He thought about what made me the man I am today. Who came before me? Who were they? And why am I here? I know, he thought. I'll get a genetic analysis. Now, about collecting that sample.
My Shabbat Shalom, baby. Won't you Shabbat Shalom with me under the old banana tree? Whoa, oh my sweet Tel Avivian lamb's bread. My heart can act as an emollient, and you'll never ever say get back. No, no.
Dear Mr. Cohen, thank you for choosing 23andMe for your genetic and ancestral analysis. Upon receiving your sample, it quickly became apparent that you had not read the instructions. We clearly asked for a swab of your cheek for cellular content and are certain that the material you provided, though generous, was not as requested. The cells contained within your sample consisted of predominantly haploid gametes, mixed with the occasional trichomonad. Nevertheless, our scientists were still able to do a complete analysis, and in doing so, have discovered what a unique person you truly are. I would like to take the time with you, Mr. Cohen, to explore some of your rather more interesting ancestors. For your first ancestor, you travel all the way back to 400 BC. Here we find a wise man, a bearded man, a teacher, rather like yourself, and your oldest known ancestor. For our second ancestor, we now move to Russia in 1500. At this time, life was hard, and we see many examples of the fortitude, strength, and resilience which has been passed down through the generations and eventually to you.
Ну, Джордан, невозможно, что уже прошли 4 года. Как быстро они пролетели. Мне очень приятно вспоминать все, чем мы вместе занимались. Пиво, музыка. Даже когда нас поймала полиция, когда мы ловали моллюски. Я тебе желаю всего хорошего. И по тебе буду скучать. Я надеюсь, что скоро мы опять встретимся.
Yes, Mr. Cohen, in analyzing your DNA, we have discovered that you are in fact part Care Bear. Unusual, but not surprising, given your desire to share your love with all of Earth's creatures.
Is this microphone on?
Yes, you're recording now.
Okay, so I'm a Care Bear, and yeah. When I was a little boy, I was in love with this girl, and we did a lot of fun things. We did gardening, climbed trees, we swinged. Yeah, just like a lot of fun things. So, I was a Care Bear, and she was a human, but our mom and dad didn't like us spending time together. I'll tell you a few bad things that they did. They when you're swinging, they just snuck up and said, "Stop! Just get out of here! Never you two must meet." Like that.
The love between the Russian peasant and the Care Bear could not be denied, and a child was born.
You would have thought that life would be pretty easy for somebody who's half Care Bear and half man. You might think that I'd work like a man and love like a Care Bear. But no, I chop wood like a Care Bear, and I fuck like a man. My only hope is that my children will get away from this place and this terrible legacy I left them.
After years of toil, your ancestors turned their back on the old country and moved to America. Here we see the first arrival. Like you, he was a master chef, and like you, he has a penchant for nostalgia.
Caro errore della residenza, è con grande tristezza che ti offriamo addio. Hai lasciato un'eredità di gioia e cameratismo che nessun altro poteva fare. Continueremo la tua tradizione di individualità. Ti mancherà molto. Tuttavia, siamo sicuri che continuerai a eccellere ovunque tu vada. Auguriamo il meglio a te e alla tua famiglia mentre passi alla fase successiva della tua carriera. Per favore, non dimenticare di inviarci le foto del tuo hipster bambino. Ti amo, amico.
And now we move to the mid-19th century, where we meet the first physician in your lineage, a female orthopedic surgeon, a true trailblazer, a physician with a special interest in joints.
What is it, Dr. Cohen?
It's a joint.
It's so big and swollen. And red and hot. How'd it get like that?
Blunt trauma.
Are you sure you can handle a joint that big?
Kelly forceps.
Sorry, what?
I need a Kelly forceps.
Dr. Cohen, I don't know what that is.
A roach clip intern.
Oh. Brilliant.
Now we have come to the end, and we have discovered you, Jordan Cohen, MD, and this is who you are.